Hello everyone. We are live and today we are doing a potato carving contest. Hello. Gonna wait for everyone to start jumping on. Get Michael, Eric, and Steven in. We will get started. Super excited about it. So we will accept Michael and Steven and let's see. I see everyone is joining. So today's live is about carving. Hello. It's about carving potatoes. So we need people that are watching to make a suggestion. Michael, what does your potato look like? I've got two choices.
I have one like this and one like this. And one like this. So they're kind of all alike. I thought I would get the biggest potatoes I could find. Yeah, literally. Let me hold them like this. They're great. Big. I thought if I start with a big potato, I could turn it into whatever it needs to be, right?
Oh yeah, I grabbed the biggest ones I could find, but they're both still kind of small.
This is good shape.
I'm just hoping that whoever picks what we end up doing, that I've got a potato for it.
You know what I mean? So I thought, I had no idea what we were going to have to carve. So I thought, by three that are a little bit different shape, then maybe I'll get there.
That's perfect. So, I'm just trying to get Steven and Eric on.
Yeah, there you
go. There's Eric. There's Steven. I think I got people on. So for people that are watching, we are carving potatoes. We thought it'd be a fun random thing, like it's Halloween time, but it's not Halloween yet, so you can't carve a pumpkin yet. They'll be dead and nasty before Halloween gets here. But a potato.
Earth.
I figured, because like a pumpkin, you carve the center out. Like a potato is completely different. You're using the potato.
It'll be interesting for sure.
I see someone says you look great, Michael.
Oh, it's yeah, I know. I'm tired. Sorry. It is Ashley, right? Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Ashley Baldwin. I've known her since she was just a little tiny girl.
Oh no, it says.
Now she has several children of her own. I think 4, 5. There she is. I put it on my iPad so it was big enough for me to be able to read.
That's funny. I have my iPad sitting beside me so that I can respond to text messages and stuff while we're still doing the live. And I didn't get a lot of trivia questions. So I'm going to break in the icebreaker set here. And we're just going to go around the live and just answer some questions. I'm hoping that, well, I'll skip any that are like too inappropriate for a live.
So I'll let you monitor that.
Well, I figured that if I bought this game, which is like from a life coaching website, that these would be like super appropriate. But I was working with one of my clients and I pulled one out and I was like, oh, not using that one. That will give everyone the wrong idea.
That's hilarious.
So I learned my lesson there. So I think Steven's coming on now. There he is. Instagram Live has been having some issues with people.
Hey.
Hello.
Wonderful.
How are you both?
I'm good. It's been a while since I've seen your face.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 3 weeks or so.
He's a busy guy, just like you, Drummond.
It's weird because I feel like for me, like, you know how people they talk about like screen time and staying off of social media, and they're like, oh, it's so distracting. But like for me, my work involves that. So like for me, I have to really work hard not to like beat myself up when I see that my screen time says like I've got 12 hours per day
That's
on a
good.
screen, because like
I'd
Yeah.
be happy
that
if
makes
mine
me
said
feel
12
really
hours a day.
bad.
My God. Mine probably says that with online medical school. Yay.
I chat with a lot of people in between things, so it's like I'm on there maybe 12 hours a day in like 20-minute chunks, you know what I mean? And then you know, anyway, yeah, in between stuff.
So Stephen, what do your potatoes look like?
Hold on one second. Let me fix my lighting in this room.
Look at that
then I'll show you
ponytail
my
going
potatoes.
on. I love that his hair's getting so long. It looks good. Eric!
I don't know if that changed anything.
There's Eric.
Hey!
And now my head is in the screen again.
I need a little bit less light.
It looks so red. Whoa.
There we go.
It's because I'm yellow.
Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Eric and Stephen, let's see your potatoes.
Might have holes in it.
Mine
I
does
need to give
too.
myself a rack up, so I'm gonna. It's a
So for
one-time
the
drop.
people that are watching right now, we want you all to tell us what you want us to carve, and we will pick from the comments. Nothing inappropriate. I'm not. Every comment that I got on my post earlier today was like inappropriate.
People have been
I'm not
cooped
about
up too
that.
long.
I'm not carving.
I'm
not interested in that right now. So
I thought, oh, you texted it to me. I was like, I saw an octopus tomato carving.
I saw that too. I was like, oh, please.
yeah, people. Yeah,
Listen.
I'm not an expert. Like, if you ask me to like carve like a smiley
And
face,
Stephen,
I might
you think I'm going to be able to carve the thing? It's like, I don't know. Carving potatoes is a new thing.
So what are your tools? What are your tools
sure
that you're
you know,
using to
get,
carve?
like,
Because
kind of I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, y'all! Please, let's not make this a
There's
bloodbath.
my little name on it still. This is my floral knife. I know how to wield it is the only reason. So yeah. Other than a chef knife, that might be too big.
I shaved myself.
Oh yeah, that's better lighting.
I got a little bloody shaving myself, so we've already got blood, and I'm good for the day for blood.
Perfect.
Got a little piece of toilet paper stuck to your face.
So I thought that it would be fun to do like a dog, and you can interpret a dog in your own way, because like there are lots of different breeds of dogs. And I figured that a dog would be something that would be like pretty easy. Like you could do a dog head if that's all you think your potato can handle. Like mine's pretty oddly shaped. I don't know what type of dog has this shape.
I was thinking of doing an anatomical part that is not genitalia.
That would be appropriate.
Because I know that stuff.
My friend Mark,
doing like a skull, actually.
he goes to like
Halloween.
See, my brain went to breasts. So
Your brain went to
my mind. Sorry.
a skull. A skull would be so hard. Do you know the skull is shaped like this?
Some of the ancient Egyptians. Yeah,
I have been watching a lot of alien shows here recently.
Akhenaten's head was shaped.
So do you want?
I'm gonna just carve. I did my own research, and it's gonna be a dead horse. Sorry, y'all. I can't.
I love it.
That's what I'm gonna dress up for Halloween.
So what I was telling Michael before you all jumped on is I didn't find a lot of trivia questions around potatoes, but I do have like a deck here with icebreaker building relationship questions. So I figured that while we're carving, so that we're not just sitting here in silence, that I'll just go around and ask questions throughout the live so we can get to know each other. And I will weed out any inappropriate ones because surprisingly, a life coach deck has those.
I mean,
because, you know, I definitely want to know my clients' sexual fantasies and stuff. That's really not what I coach on, but hey.
Well, some people might use it to get to know their partner, or, you know, you never know. Or, you know, the world is inappropriate.
Maybe they just made the deck adjustable depending on the group you're with.
It's aptly appropriate to have inappropriate things, because what is inappropriate but
Here we
just
come.
a blanket
There's
for
going to be
shame,
an
and that's
analogy
not
here in a
okay.
second.
period.
Oh,
Hey, Stephen, I
gosh.
saw your ponytail. I think
No,
it's good.
that's all you
Your hair's
get.
getting so long.
So,
It looks good.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
It's we're growing it out.
do you want to do like a zoo animal and then we have to guess at the end what each other's zoo animals
yeah, I
are?
guess the end is good.
Oh, good Lord. How about
My potato has a pee-pee. Like,
That's called its eye. Thank you very much.
lions and tigers and bears and my?
I say let's go for zoo animals and see what it comes up with, and we will let people judge at the end.
Can we have a
And we'll
vote? We can't vote in here, can we?
Yeah, we'll just submit pictures at the end and just have people vote. It'll be like RuPaul style, where one potato goes against one potato, and then the other potato, and then the winners go against each other. I think that would be fair. I think zoo animal. And you get to pick like which potato you do. Only one potato. Can't be toothpicked potatoes together. This is a one potato carving contest.
Can we use Pinterest to look at previously done?
oh
no! No, that's cheating.
Oh, well, then I'm fucked.
This is all about the potato that you sense. You have to like feel the potato and ask what animal is inside of the potato.
He said, just take out everything that's not the whatever it is you're making, right?
Exactly. Right. Which is the whole thing.
That's a good.
Okay.
No, so we will go ahead and get started. So Michael, since you're beside me on the screen, you get you get the first question. But as we're going, we are carving your potato.
I'm gonna
carve
get
away,
my utensils.
Okay, so get ready for some questions. I'm gonna go into the middle of the deck. Okay, Michael, yours is a would you rather. So your question is, would you rather always have gas or always have bad breath?
I would say always have gas. Because if you always have to fart something, you can go somewhere and do it and come back. If you have bad breath, you can't get rid of that when you're around other people, right? I'd say I'd rather always have gas.
I suppose that is true.
That is true.
I feel like I want to cut
like
the bottom of my potato. So that
great minds think alike.
Yeah. So that it has a foundation to sit on that's flat. But I don't know if I want to cut it like this way
your animal look like?
or this way. I guess I need to determine. I'm going to say that it needs to be a flat bottom this way.
Flat bottom potatoes, right?
So I'm going to cut it this way.
They make the rockin' world go around.
Girl.
Were you?
I was just going to say that.
Oh,
that was in my head. You know, I went to a Christian school, and that was like the club. Like,
guys,
like
I'm done.
Oh,
that
Lord.
was one
Can
of
you guess what my
favorite
potato
songs.
is?
A mushroom head.
You said.
Ta-da!
You're breaking your own rule. And then how you get... Never mind.
Okay.
I haven't had enough sleep. I'm really... Yeah, got to watch my mouth. I was getting ready tonight, and I put on cologne.
Okay.
It's like, am I just a little bit tired?
Gotta smell good for your tater.
I felt like I was going out or something.
Okay, Steven, your question. If you could never work again, how would you spend your time?
If I could never work again, how would I spend my time? Good Lord. I mean, I probably would still do a lot of the same stuff that I do.
You just wouldn't
It
get
would
paid
just
for
be
it.
more along my own time. I'd probably be out in nature,
Exactly.
exploring the world, traveling. Yeah.
That's a good
That's my
choice. That's my final answer.
Dad, we
I'd
know
still
that.
be raising hell.
I'd still be letting those anti-vax people know what I think of them.
Period.
When you have a child, can I name him Hell? Like, you'd be like, how's Hell doing?
Hell froze over today.
Okay.
I mean, Hayden was born the day that the mountains in Virginia caught fire.
Hades.
And his name is Hayden, but we call him Hades because sometimes he acts like he's from there.
Doesn't everyone
So
at some point?
I don't know what I'm doing.
No.
I don't think any of them do.
I can draw a picture, but carving a potato is a whole nother story.
I have like an idea. I have an idea of what I'm trying to do, but I can't tell you
carve
if
something
this is
away that I'm
working
going
or
to need
not.
later.
I'm just trying not to like cut my finger
Isn't
off.
that
You're right,
life?
Eric, you are
Isn't
right.
that life?
Okay. Eric, your question is, what's the best compliment you've ever received?
Oh, shit.
I always go back to a moment when I was on a date with someone and he said that I was a treasure. He's like, I was talking about all my insecurities, kind of laying it out there. And he was like, Eric, you're a treasure. And I was like, oh my gosh, he just said I was a treasure. And it just always reminded me, like, anytime I have a problem, I go back to that moment because I'm like, I am a treasure. Like, if I ever have any insecurities or any thoughts, I'm like, no, I'm a treasure. I remember his face. I remember what he looked like. I remember how he looked at me and said that.
So
Matter of
sweet.
factly, it's like, okay, I'm a treasure.
But do you remember his name?
Absolutely. Absolutely. His name is Stephen Luke. He's a wonderful, wonderful person.
Cute.
Steven,
Yeah.
I didn't think your last name was Luke.
It was, well, that was his middle name, Stephen Luke. He used to go by Pan Am Luke
Was he
online,
French?
but he
Because
no
that's a
longer
very French thing to
does
have.
that.
Luke.
I don't know. He's now, he's dropped the Stephen as just Luke, I think. But he will forever in my mind be that.
Oh my God.
This is not easy.
Y'all, I got
guys.
a potato
Not easy.
peeler.
I can't even tell you how not easy this is. Yeah.
I thought this would be a lot easier than it is right now.
Oh, jeez, my light keeps doing this.
The potato peeler going.
Like, I feel like I want there to be a neck here, but I'm not sure how to negotiate with the potato to give me one of
Gonna
those.
look like a freaking gym bro with no neck, just
Knees and
head
toes.
and shoulders.
Oh.
Knees and toes.
I can't. This is like rough. Girl.
Girl.
Yeah, really.
This was your idea, girl.
I started with the back so I could gain
I
the
feel like
control of the potato, and it's a good thing I did.
I don't know. I thought. I feel like there's a head coming
That's
out.
good.
I think that's the
Right.
goal of this.
How long do we
but
have
I'm
to
not
do this?
sure it's happening.
Okay.
I'd
Okay,
like to
that's good.
keep the
It's just
live
that,
under
yeah,
an hour and
I
30
don't know how
minutes,
fast I have to hurry.
just so that
I got a little bit of time, so that's good.
that it can save. Because
Oh yeah.
I'm upset that like the
Oh, really?
longer
That's too
lives don't save anymore.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Hmm.
That's why if you like go to my YouTube, some of my episodes
Oh,
are
that's
missing
too bad.
because they were too long to save.
Ugh.
I was kind of upset about it. I'm like gripping the knife with my fingers, which is probably not.
Drummond, I think I have a fix for that. Oh, but
Oh, yeah.
no, I don't. If you didn't save it, if you couldn't save it on your Instagram, never mind.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And like with Instagram crashing like it did, I was just like, oh my God, like everything I've ever done is gonna like could disappear. So like I'm trying to get like a download to my hard drive as well as onto YouTube so that I at least have it
That's
in
really smart.
several different places.
Not surprising once again. Okay, this, yeah, you guys, come on. Oh my God.
I'm definitely making a mess over here.
I know myself.
my
so I got a
potato's not
garbage
sitting
bowl.
up
I know I make
straight.
a huge mess.
Max, no.
I thought that I could like use the small spoon to like carve away things, but this potato is too hard for that.
What knife are you using? Is it like a chef knife? Oh Jesus! It's like a paring knife. Okay, here we go. Now, see, I'm scared. What do I carve out, and what's it gonna leave me?
Yeah, that's.
I feel like that's the problem I have with pumpkins too. Like, I accidentally carved the part that's supposed to stay.
If you draw them first, it makes it easier.
Yeah, that doesn't help with this situation.
Yeah,
at least
I know it's.
They smell good.
I might deep fry mine when I'm done. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. I'm gonna stick mine in the air fryer and just dip it in some ketchup.
Oh, hey!
Hey, African butterfly.
I love her.
Namade. I wish that you could do more people.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like she would be really fun to do with this one.
Let's see.
Mama taught me not to waste food.
Right.
This isn't food yet because it's still raw.
My mama taught me the same thing.
I mean,
there's starving children in the world.
It's okay. Pacha's gonna eat the potato peels. He seems to like playing with them.
He's so cute.
Okay.
Oh Lord in heaven, help me. This is not.
No! I need that.
I should have practiced my carving skills, I tell you.
It's difficult to do.
I think I'm thinking the thing in my head is like a little complicated for what I'm able to do with my hands.
My friend Mark was showing me like how dental students have to like carve teeth.
Right.
Like that's part of their like school. And he was like showing me his teeth and I was like, holy crap, how long did that take? And he's like, several hours. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh God.
That's what they spend their day doing. Shit.
I feel like mine is about to have a big booty.
Mine for sure does. That's why I started.
Who don't love that?
Oh. Yeah, Eric.
How about another question?
Yeah, so Michael, your first or your question is going to be, who in your life inspires you to be better?
My father always did when he was alive. I have a lot of really I have a lot of really amazing people in my life that I'm inspired by. I really do. My brother's amazing. All my brothers are amazing. Everybody. I tell you, I can't just pick one person. Sorry. I surround myself with amazing people. Let's put it that way. I'm inspired by everybody in some way or another.
I feel like I should have like.
Oh my god, no! It would be also. It would be a huge starchy. It would be like a mushy, starchy
then it would not have
worked like that.
You'd have a big old
mess.
You'd have a big old mashed potato.
Okay, Steven, so your question is, what are some of your personal rules that you refuse to break?
Oh God. Like in what is that? That's the
something
whole
in the appropriate realm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in a dating context, you know, if the energy doesn't feel right from the start, then it's not going to feel right ever. So, just not getting involved with people where that doesn't feel right.
What if they had like a really bad day and it's the first day that you met them?
It's not even about whether they had a bad day. It's whether, you know,
how they deal with the bad day.
That, but it's also just, it doesn't even like, I don't even have to know anything about the person necessarily to know whether it feels right, like in their presence. So because we all can be aware of that on a certain level.
Yep.
So
that makes
their
sense.
vibe, baby. That's what you're talking about, right?
Their vibe, honey. Yeah. If you ain't vibing,
if you feel like a serial killer, you're gonna go the other way. I hear you.
Period.
You vibing.
I don't know. I feel like
I heard Ariana Grande singing.
Serial
that might
killer?
be a fun vibe.
What?
You check it out and tell me about it if you survive. I went to school with a serial killer, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Could you tell in school?
He didn't want to be anybody's friend. I tried to be friends with him even because I felt like he was like the loner. And I tried to include him because he was in the same grade as I was. And when we were seniors, we kind of ran the band. He was in band with us. And our marching band got to be this really big deal. We won our state competition. All the stuff was happening. It was really cool. And I really tried to include him. And he just wasn't having it. And then later, like when it all came out and it was public and all that stuff, everybody said, oh, he was a loner. Nobody would be friends with him in school. And I kept thinking, it wasn't really like nobody tried.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people just aren't easy.
Some people aren't me. That's for sure.
That is true.
I don't know if this is working out for me. She's starting to look like she's running out of time.
Yo, I think mine's going to be cute. I'm not going to lie.
I'm getting a little trepidatious about where I'm cutting. It's just like, I just know that I'm going to make this big magic, like cut a big chunk out and then go, oh God, that was the foot.
I know, so this is a very delicate process.
We can't hook more than one potato
together. It is
together,
really
can
difficult.
We hook the one potato back together. Back together. If we chop something off, that's important.
Oh.
I keep thinking of that little thing as little kids. Yeah. Like, did you ever do the 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4?
Of course.
I'm trying to like recut my bottom because like my animal is sitting very lopsided.
Not very nice to cut your bottom. You got to treat your bottom well.
Eric, you just preached to us here. Treat your bottom well. I'm telling you, I'm kind of punchy.
Okay, Eric, your question is, what is something you are certain you'll never experience and why?
That is a really good question. That's a wonderful question, Drummond. I'm glad you asked. I don't.
Sorry,
I don't know.
oh Lord.
I've been waiting for someone to ask me that question
My
for
animal
years.
just got
Yes.
on a diet. I just cut a big. I practically did.
Did you cut it in half?
I'll just go with
Oh.
maybe he's gonna be a.
I'm trying to give mine like a tail.
Yeah, a tail is kind of
but
like,
it's not
unless it's a big
working
bushy
well.
tail, you got to be a little careful, right? Oh yeah, that wasn't good. Okay, here we go.
I don't know what I would not experience.
Like, are you scared of heights? Would you never like jump out of an airplane?
I am afraid of height. Ooh.
Yeah, me too.
But
Actually.
I would jump out of an airplane with the right guy, with the right person. Like I will take risks in life with the right person. I will like they could talk me into just about anything. The only thing I cannot be talked into is I have a really difficult time. Like the reason I can't swim is because I don't like the way that like it feels to like have water in your nose and in your ears and just like I don't like to feel right. I don't know, maybe it's feeling suffocated a little. So maybe
I love to swim, but I tell you that
that's
part
a
of it,
scary
learning
thing.
to swim in that part of it almost made me stop. But you just get used to what to do with it when it's happening. You just got to blow all your air out, and, get it cleared out and stuff, and then you get used to that happening.
Like after and everything, because it stays in there.
Oh,
and
you
I
mean
just
when you're
don't
done
like
swimming?
While you're swimming, when you're done swimming, the whole shebang. And I'm afraid that I'm not going to float, even though I know that I will float.
Baby.
I'm afraid I won't float, and I think it's my fat issues. Like I really have always been afraid as like a little fat kid. I was afraid that like they're like, you're weightless. I got you. And I'm like, you got me. You can't have me. and even though I knew that was true, I still felt like no. Scared the crap out of me as a kid. And now as an adult,
it's funny because
it comes back.
I know.
Childbirth. I will never feel what it feels like to have a thing come out of my personal womb, my vagine.
That makes sense. That makes sense, Eric.
Because I don't have one.
Right there.
I will never experience the joy of childbirth, as they call it the joy of childbirth.
People call it that. It's a joy to have a child, but I think the birthing isn't such a joy thing. Yeah, hell yeah.
But is it a joy to have a child? Because I mean, we complain about how horrible it is, yet we look at it and go, oh, cherish the moments, cherish the poop, cherish the diapers, cherish the anger, cherish the frustration, cherish the children everywhere. I sound like an awful person, and yet here I am talking about how much I would love to be a father.
I'm here to tell you, once that child is laying in your arms and they look up at you and they say, I love you, it's like you don't care if you have to clean 1,000 poopy diapers. I'm telling you. I know that. I have 2 daughters, I know all about that. It's all that bad stuff is not as bad when you're doing it for someone you love.
Yeah.
That's true. Molding this little person, molding this mind and creating them. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to be married to somebody who is good at like I'm going to teach I'm going to tell my kids things that are not true. And like they're going to have to learn to not listen. Like, don't ask me because, if you want a creative answer, you'll get it from dad. But like, go to the other dad if you don't want, because like, if you want a real answer,
Well, you're gonna
don't
have to
go
learn
to
to fix
me.
that, Eric, because you can't be confusing your children. One of the
No,
most
I will.
important
I'm
things
gonna laugh
raising a
at
child
it.
is
I will.
consistency.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna be consistently telling them the wrong thing.
It'll be so
Right,
consistent they'll know not to ask Eric for any
Yeah,
accurate
they will.
information.
I think as they get older, they'll understand that, like, no, I need a real answer. But, like,
You'll be the parent that they
I don't
grow
know.
up and have to spend the time unlearning
What the
what you
heck?
told them, right?
Oh, I see why it's like that, because my dog is right.
Oh,
Just like
let's not
Santa.
get into that one. That was an issue with me. That started the not trusting thing.
Santa. Oh goodness, this is just like
This is too. I just
a
did
hot
something
mess
kind of
right
bad.
here.
Oh Lord. Yeah, and it's not a penguin.
I just said what I'm doing. I don't care. Oh my god.
No,
Did you make
that's
something
against the rules.
naughty?
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you
Did
know
you
how well we all
accidentally
follow
make
the
something
rules.
naughty?
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Michael, your question is, what
Oh
season
God.
fits your
At this point in my life,
personality?
that's rude. Fall. Autumn.
What did
Okay,
they used
here's
to
the
say in
deal.
the
Here's
80s?
the deal.
You're an autumn.
Autumn would
Or like
be perfect for the way I am now, except for it would the seasons would have to go backwards because I'm in a cycle of going backwards right now. Not in my head, but just the way my life is. I feel like I'm getting younger instead of older. So, but I'm older than everybody else, obviously.
There we go.
Here. So, what?
You don't know me.
I know that.
You don't
I'm
know me.
twice your age, almost.
I have been around
Yeah,
for
well, if we're going
3,000
there,
years.
yeah, me
Thank
too,
you
honey.
very much.
I've been around 3,000 years
I'm
this time.
traveler, okay.
I need a scalpel. This is really hard to do with a big blade.
I was born. Oh, this is a lot more difficult.
This is
than
way
I
easier
thought
to
it
do.
would
It's
be.
like one of those things where, like, when you're really tired, or like with me, I guess it's this. Like when I used to do like big projects and building things and all that kind of stuff, when you have less time to do something, you don't second guess yourself. And if you just trust your instincts and just go, it ends up being better than if you were to like overthink it, right? So for me, that works that way. So I'm kind of at that point. So I'm looking at this thing and it looks like a funny little thing made out of soap, kind of.
I feel like soap would almost be
like the
better
smell of
than
soap.
a potato.
Yeah.
I'm not loving the
Starting
smell of
to
potato
oxidize
anymore.
a little bit.
I'm starting to think that I'll never
Yeah.
want to eat this ever again.
Until someday I make you potatoes au gratin
Okay.
and you eat them all up.
This-
Let me tell you.
Stephen, your question is, if there was one profession that you could erase from the face of the earth, what profession would it be?
Here we
Lord.
go. Stand up, Stephen. Come on. We're ready.
There's one profession. Oh my god. Anti-vax
Gee, there's
doctors.
a surprise.
There's a surprise.
Oh.
Like those motherfuckers do not deserve to be in practice. I can get,
We do.
Y'all know my podium.
We do, and understand it even, so that's good.
Yeah. But that still doesn't, eliminate physicians altogether,
right.
just the anti-vax
Hopefully not, because
ones.
you're going to be here.
Any anti-vax healthcare worker.
Which is kind of an oxymoron, really. I mean...
It is really an oxymoron. If you don't want to trust science, then get the hell out. Why even go into a science profession?
It's me. Did you know Adele's dropping a new album? Yeah.
She dropped the single today, didn't she?
Did she?
Yeah, I think she dropped the single today.
Oh my God, I'm a bad gay.
It was
I
coming
didn't
out.
listen to it yet.
The album is supposed to be like to her kid, like it's about like she talked about how it's about like it's gonna be sad but in a different way, like a parent, like it's all dealing with her parent guilt. Like it's like not being able to be there for her child, and like because she's on tour and she's trying to make a living for her kid, and she's like doing better so that her life can be better. And she talked about that in an interview, and I was like,
this is not like a penguin at all.
I was like, that's different.
I'm telling you, this definitely does not look like what it's supposed to look like currently.
Mine is not looking like it was supposed to look like at all. Mine is not turning out like
what I intended, but it does look like what it's supposed to be. So I'm feeling kind of confident.
I don't know if this...
Well,
the problem is like getting into the crevices of things that like I can't just chop away. I have to like pick it out.
Look at, see how this is?
I don't know how to do that.
Look, I'll show you here. Look, if you want to know, if you take the tip of your knife like this and you go like this, then go into it as a V like that, and then when you pull that out, see how that comes out in like a tiny little thing and it makes like a stripe? Can you see it? So go in straight and then come at it at an angle. So you're taking like this. You're taking a wedge out like this. Look. Then you go
what
curve
if it's
and
not
you do
a
the same
straight?
thing. You come around the curve with it at an angle. Not that, I mean, that's what I do. It's just that I've carved about 1,000 pumpkins. I've decorated a million homes, but I've carved about 1,000 pumpkins in my, well, more than 1,000 in my life. I always love it when they give you a picture that they found out of some professional magazine and they're like, can you do this? I'm like, oh God, I'll give it a shot.
How have you covered over 1,000 pumpkins? I've only done one pumpkin a year.
For one, I do many pumpkins a year, but I've decorated a lot of homes where like sometimes we'd have like, just to decorate for a big, huge Halloween party, we'd be carving like, 50 pumpkins or more, So when you do events, that's just kind of what happens. But pumpkins are a lot different than potatoes. Let me tell you, they're way sturdier, so you can like hack at them. And the skin is super thick, so you can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Uh-oh.
Mine looks like a kindergartner's doing it, not gonna lie.
I don't think anyone would ever hire me as a doctor to perform a surgery after they see this.
Well, since you're not a doctor, I don't think you have to worry.
Listen, I would be more confident doing surgery than peeling this one.
Really? Because if you mess it up on somebody's body, it will heal.
Very true.
Yeah, really, depending on
in
if
some
you're cutting
cases.
stuff off or just shaping it around. Oh, Lord in heaven. Well, mine looks cute, even though it doesn't look right.
Something.
Hello, okay, now you got me.
I'm wondering. Is it
Mine
Eric's
is
turn?
looking like not what it is intended to be, but I like what it's looking like
more, but mine
more,
definitely isn't looking like what I started out making it to. It's the same animal. It just doesn't look the same.
Mine's animorphed into a new animal. I've just been cutting away what's
there you go.
The potato is telling me to cut away.
You're channeling the Michelangelo vibe. That's perfect.
And I'm like going to be pleasantly surprised at what it is as well when it comes out.
That reminds me of like Project Runway when they would like talk about how they say I listen to the fabric and let the fabric tell me what it wants to be.
When people say stuff like that, it drives me nuts, but it's okay. I get what they're saying. It's just like some people are mean it literally. Like when I've been trying to teach people how to do flower design and stuff like that, they go, well, I just listen to the flowers and they tell me where they want to go. I'm like, okay.
Michael, don't be jealous that you can't hear the flowers talking.
I'm so weird about it, but you know, I'm like.
So, does y'all's potato skins that are like sitting in front of you, did they turn red?
Color.
Mine are red. Mine's like sitting here like turning really red.
Those like big Idaho baking potatoes.
So.
The big brown crazy ones.
Yeah.
That have no nutrition in them, but they taste good.
Yeah, pretty much.
The really nutritional ones are the yams, right? And I don't really care for them.
The yam.
Well, not just by themselves.
You don't like yams?
I put them in soup and things like that, and I really like that. But like with ginger or something, or you know what I mean. I like a lot of flavor, just like I like a lot of color. And then here's my art for art. Inktober is all black and white. But that was it's more of a challenge for me. So.
But those are a color, black and white.
No, white is
actually,
the presence
I guess
of all
white is
color,
the absence of color.
and black is the absence of all
But
color.
actually, it's all the colors put
Although
together.
when you're painting, of course, you have to, it's hard to mix. You can't mix black, really.
I need something else.
Yeah, when I took a color theory class, we talked about how light, like all the colors together create white, and the lack of color creates black. But like when you're painting, it's the opposite. It's like
light blends together better than pigment does.
It's so interesting.
I mean, light is light, and pigments are a different thing. So. Oh my God! You know what's crazy is if you ever talk to a German person that is into color theory, they are just way into it and get into it from like way into it. Like we talked a lot about color theory in the floral world and the design world and stuff. And when I would talk to my German friends about it and stuff, they would just be like so intense about it. It's like, I mean, there's a science behind it all, of course, but wow. A lot.
I feel like I'm the only one sitting here with my potato in the screen.
Mine's got too much.
Well, not really. I don't have anything to sit on where I'm sitting.
Can you see it?
What's given sitting here?
If you want to
from a far distance.
She's looking thin.
I can't see yours behind the comments where you're situated on my screen.
I just
wish there was a way to
I know.
Hide the comments.
I think
every
if you
time
touch on
someone
the
tries
top
to do
of the
that
screen,
in live, they disappear. And Eric just did it. You know what Roman had to do? You remember how every time someone tries to do that in the live, they just go off the screen just like Eric just did? That's funny. He's like, oh, well, yeah, that's all we see here, too, every time. All you have to do is swat. And they're gone. Hi, Eric.
Hi, oopsies.
All you have to do is swat.
Oh, gosh, I love it. I just started to sweat. You used to be able to.
Where'd Steven go? He's trying it, too.
He's sneaking away, and he's going to Rachel Ray his potato and pull out a professionally done one.
Rachel Ray. Yeah, really. I totally know.
That's what she
does.
Do
that in their
so
life,
does Martha Stewart.
And you throw this crap into this crap, and then when you're done and they open the oven, it's like, honey, that is not what it looked like before you put it in the oven. That one took you 16 hours. That's just the way it goes.
Ree Drummond,
She
that's
is
one
so
that I
funny.
really like to
Oh my
watch,
God.
like the farmhouse. She's
Right.
really fun lately because her kids are
Her
producing her
daughter's
show.
filming with,
It's really interesting.
And Mauricio,
It's so fun to watch.
son-in-law and stuff. It's so
Okay,
funny.
there's
And you know
Steve.
what happened one time, Drummond? What was so funny? Remember I sent you that picture? I said, I guess I should learn that on a gas stove you can't put a wooden spoon on the edge of the bowl. And my wooden spoon was all burned up. She was doing it, and they left it in. It was so cute. My mom loves that show, so we were watching it. And her daughter goes, Mom, the spoon's on fire. She had done the same thing, and the spoon had caught fire. And she's like, trying to put the spoon out. It was really hilarious.
I feel like I need a
Use
sander.
a cheese grater. That's legal, isn't it? I'd use one for garlic or something little. Go ahead.
Can I use my
Don't mess
teeth?
them up, though. That beautiful smile. I'll bet.
I've got
would
lots
not
of
use
dentists.
my
everything,
teeth.
friends. We need some music. Can we have music somewhere? Oh, right. You tell me that
Sadly,
every
if
time.
there's music, it like
You tell me that every time. I'm
knocks
sorry.
it off.
Another
Yeah,
question.
My live that I did the other day with like Jake
Uh-huh.
and Kyle and Jared, like I tried to load that one and it got taken down because at the beginning I was
That
like
was such a
singing
fun
different
one.
songs.
Oh, that's a shame.
They
because
kicked
was
it off
really
the
funny.
internet. Not allowed to be there.
Like they
wish
kicked
that-
it off of your Instagram?
Yeah, I wish that I could like
Yeah.
go back and cut the beginning of it out where the music was
Yeah.
and just keep the conversation between me and them.
It was on for
What were you
on
singing?
for a while. That was when you were
Lots
by
of
yourself, right?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was trying to figure out what
That was
dinner
funny.
was.
Yeah, I
Well,
remember you singing constantly.
Right.
You were listening to music in the
And then
background.
it was all about
Yeah.
the live was all about what are we
So
gonna
I
make for
think-
dinner, and then you ended up throwing some frozen thing in the, in the oven. I thought that was classic.
I was so upset about that.
Because
Technically,
you
that
really
was,
wanted to make something?
technically that was me trying to figure out what to cook because
Right.
someone was coming over and we were going to make dinner, and then halfway through the live
I was
he
gonna
texted
ask
me,
about
said he
that.
wasn't coming over anymore, so I just kept the live going and then just made vegetables.
I was
and
gonna
ate
ask
them.
about that, and then I thought, nah, I could figure this out easy enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun.
You roll with the punches.
I feel like
Really?
I'm done because if I keep
Just
shaving,
kidding.
it's going to be nothing soon. It won't exist, and I'm so afraid because the front leg
At least
is
you
kind
can
of
tell what it
by
is.
itself. I'm afraid it's going to fall off. And I tried doing the tail.
Is it a giraffe?
Maybe I can carve a little bit more back here so that it looks like it's got some type of a butt.
I know. Maybe I should do that.
She's gonna be
Yeah, let's try it.
voluptuous.
I'll try it on some of the scraps, and if it works, maybe I'll do it. I'll piss them off really bad. Make it look really good.
Okay.
Well, you can ask more questions then, Drum.
True. I wonder if he's gonna sit over here and rot. I already have like some little fruit flies flying around.
You have those anyway, though, don't you?
He's gonna oxidize.
Normally I don't
I
see
just
them,
making
but
a
we
rude
have
joke.
bananas right
Yeah,
now.
that was a joke. Sorry.
Was that a joke?
I haven't had a fruit fly since high school. I mean, since
Sure.
college.
I haven't really had one since I moved to Richmond.
Oh, I
Unless
just
you
Mine
count
at
my
college was
sister.
amazing.
Yeah.
She was funny.
I meant
I have
like
one
really
sitting
fruit
right
flies.
here.
When people say, "Oh, there's fruit flies flying around," I'd be like, "Yeah, sorry."
See, we
I know,
call
I
our female friends our fruit
Yeah,
flies
that's really bad.
instead of calling them
I
fag
just call them
hags.
people.
They are fruit flies. I feel like fruit fly sounds
That's
cute.
horrible.
A fag hag sounds like
I've-
nasty and.
I don't even think that that's
I
like
don't think it ever was.
PC anymore.
No, a fag hag. I think that's
To call someone a
terrible.
fruit fly? I love that
Of course
term.
you do.
I shouldn't, but I
Of
love
course
it.
you do.
But I'm not one, so
Okay. Whose question was
Eric
it?
or Stevens.
So
No,
I-
Stevens, I think.
Stephen?
I think I was the first one to. I was the last one to answer.
Okay, so it's Eric then.
Yeah.
So Eric is, if you had to relive the same day for the rest of your life, which day would you choose?
Look at this.
oh wow.
What? I missed it. What was it? Are you showing your potato?
That's terrible.
Oh Lord, this is getting really.
I'm like, it's like really hot in my apartment, and like the AC when it turns on, like it becomes so loud that I can't hear my
Really?
phone.
That's loud.
Yeah, I turned mine off too.
Y'all,
Also,
I'm
like-
gonna stop.
I bought a new tripod because I literally
Oh,
snapped
right,
my
right.
other one right before my live.
That was the day before.
Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday? But it's okay. I bought a new one, and then I tried gluing my old one back together, and I glue myself
super
to
glue?
the tripod. So like my
Oh,
thumb
I
has
hate that
still
feeling.
got super glue on it because like it's horrible. My mom, when she was like she had just had me, she had me in the car and she was trying to super glue something back together on the hood of her car, and she had some glue on her hand still that she didn't know, and she stuck her hand on her hood and was trying to use her other hand to get the
No.
piece where it was supposed to be. And then by the time
Oh,
she went to
no.
take her hand off of her hood,
That's
she was
awful.
super glued to the hood of her car.
Ugh.
They had to get the
They
fire
have solvent
department.
for it now, but when that stuff first came out, they didn't have the solvent for it, and there was all kinds of bad things happened, really bad. Oh my God, this is so funny. Is it okay if it looks more like a Buddha than it does the animal you're supposed to? Can I just say I was? Is there a statue of the Buddha at the zoo?
I mean, I support that.
Oh,
Support that.
I'm trying to like
oh
with the things I've
gosh.
cut off, and now I just have to change where the limbs are and stuff.
So like you need one of those old things like the nailed it people
Yeah,
where they
right.
like pull it over and they're like nailed it. Yeah, mine's starting
so-
to brown.
Oh. Well, you could show us. I mean, I guess like.
What's your day, Eric?
So my day is, it's a tie, but I'm gonna pick one. So when I worked at camp, we did post camp, and it's the most romantic
Oh God, I know this story.
moment of my life. Like it was incredible. Yeah, it was incredible. This friend of mine who's now married with a baby, like a little girl, and he's so amazing. But this guy was like my best friend. Like he was I don't know, he was my person before I had a person. Like he was when I was dealing with the gay issue, like I don't know, he was just everything for me. And he and I had a night at camp and at post camp where he flew in because for a wedding that they were doing, and we all went out after it was all finished, and we came back and we just didn't want the time to end because he lived in Georgia and I lived in Texas, and there was just like nothing that would ever happen there. But the two of us like stayed up late and just stayed up in the on the porch, like feeling the breeze. It was cool and it was gorgeous and one of my favorite places in the world. And just we talked and talked all night long, and he sang this song, the like Chasing Cars song, and just like he said, it's like that moment, and I don't know. I would have lived and I could have lived in that moment forever. And like he, yeah, we could have totally kissed at some point, but I didn't want to because I was afraid that it would change things for us. And I didn't want to go there, even though I had always wanted to go there. But at that moment, for some reason, I was like, if I do this, everything will change. And I just don't think that that'll happen. And so going back, I probably would have kissed him, maybe not. I don't know. But I could have stayed in his arms. Like I was in his arms, he was in my arms, and like I could have stayed in that, and just holding each other and just be in the cool air.
That's so romantic.
Like it was amazing. So I loved it. It was amazing. It was special, and I will always
beautiful
cherish that time.
So you want to live that day over and over and over again?
Yes, I could live it. I could live that age over and over again.
Would you actually go for it if you got to live it over and over again?
That's the risk moment, baby.
I might
give it a shot.
Yeah. I really, as an older person, I might have, because I didn't know that
I'm done.
Anything would ever happen with us.
Mine be looking cute over here. Like, look at her sitting over there.
Yes. Zoom in on it closer.
She looked good from back here all the way far away.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Her,
Look at that.
Her face. It's not
really good.
terrible.
Her face be looking a little hot mess.
I'm not very good at this.
Okay. So my friend just got here, so I'm gonna walk down and grab him really quick.
He just doesn't want us to see him grab him.
If I die,
why would you
you
die?
all will see this happen.
We'll witness it.
Yeah.
Oh no, Richmond is a dangerous city to live
He's in
in.
the hood. That's a joke. Every time I type the word good in my phone, it changes the word good into the word hood. Does it?
The hood.
It's so
Mine does
it's
too.
like I don't ever even type the word hood.
Yeah,
in my
all the
phone,
time.
ever. It's kind of crazy, but drum noise gives me a bad time about it. Even on my birthday.
It was so funny because when Namade and I did our live together, Michael was like, "Oh my God, that was so hood." Like,
I typed the same thing to Garland.
That's what we were going
for.
for.
And I said, "Oh my God, honey," and she said, "No, that's hilarious." I'm like,
Garland, I just want to let you know
that's
that
exactly
every
something
time
like
you
what
speak,
I said.
it's so
It's almost
hood.
identical to that. I said every time you and
It's
Drum
so
are together,
hood.
the sparks fly, and it's just so hood. I was like, oh no.
Cue Beyonce in my head. If the status ain't hood.
Oh, wait, you're gonna get us not on the.
Nobody but
You
me.
gotta stop, Eric.
I
or
need
we're
a
gonna get
soldier.
kicked off of Instagram. Can you sing this?
No, not if it's just you singing.
But that's what
a little
Drummond
piece
did.
of it. It's whenever it sounds just like whenever you play the actual music, and they can hear it. Then yeah, but if you sing like little pieces of it,
Oh, I
no,
guess that's
if it
right.
because it's
Drummond
not gonna
was playing
catch.
the music and then singing, right? Yeah.
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 Or if you just sound so much like the artist
Lord
that
in heaven.
they
Oh, I see.
their algorithm catcher thingy.
I'm learning about that.
Hello. And we're still in the middle of our. You're fine. I've still got my second potato if you'd like to catch up. My fingers are
Mine
starting
are
to
too.
like shrivel up from.
Yeah.
They're still going at it. I decided to stop doing mine because if I keep going, like, I'm not gonna have a potato left.
You have like a.
My live is the one that holds it all, so if I lose my service, everyone disappears.
The elevator was a risky one.
Yeah. I'm trying to like not point my camera towards like floor numbers
Right.
or apartment names or my room so that anyone watching the live doesn't figure out where I live instantly.
Okay, this is kind of crazy, people.
Chest, right?
Let's see it.
Can you tell what it is?
Oh,
This is the front.
not really.
Oh,
Yay! This
Oh,
is
a
his
monkey.
butt. You know, monkeys
Aw.
always have those funky butts.
Oh yeah.
my God. Okay, so this is
Yours is
mine.
gonna be way better than mine.
She tried. You don't want to be famous?
No, I don't want to be.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
So how close
This
are
did
you
not turn
all?
out as good as I'd hoped.
I'm done.
This is-
I'm not
you can
trying
make-
anymore.
There you go, Drummond.
That is so good, Michael.
Wow, see, yours looks really
Well,
good.
monkeys
You even
always
gave it
have
little
those
nipples and a
things.
belly button.
That's awesome.
Well, I feel like I need to give
It's
my
cute.
nipples
Look at
now.
It's cute.
Jeez.
That's really hard to do the legs like that and then carve into the tummy
Yes.
part without
Oh.
making the legs fall off in the front. You did good.
That's
Yeah.
really good. Y'all did really good. Mine is crap.
Mine smells like a tater tot.
Mine kind of doesn't really
I
smell.
think mine wins the crap of it all.
Thank God it doesn't
Mine
smell
smells
like
like
a
a
monkey.
tater tot. Like. I'm just gonna set mine like this because she looks best from behind.
Yeah,
Mine's
she
got a big
does.
booty.
Yes.
It's like smack
Mine
that.
looks best just like this.
Is that the?
No.
Is that all you've carved so far?
No. I'm showing you the backside.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be a penguin,
Aw.
and it's not. It looks more
That's
like
all
an
right.
owl.
My cat is kind of twisted like this because the shape of the potato didn't allow for her to sit up straight. So she's kind of like,
She's got scoliosis.
Join the
It's
club,
okay. We
honey.
love her.
she's an old cat. She's been around for a couple years. She had a bad jump when she was younger, and
She's gonna get
never
to go
been
with
the
the
same.
song right up into the sky.
But I swear, like this stuff here,
Yeah.
like look how
Yours
gross
kind of
that
does
looks.
look crazy.
It's
Mine-
like
Yeah,
mine
red.
does
Look
look-
reddish.
I'll show you. I have a garbage bowl. It's from cooking. Hang on.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
really
cut
surprised I
myself
didn't
anywhere,
cut
so
myself.
it's
I'm
not
honestly
blood.
truthful about that.
Oh, there were several times where the knife came really hard into my hand. Thankfully, it's a pretty
Because your
dull
hands
knife.
are pretty tender.
So
I know. We found
Yeah,
that
I have
out when you
really
got a
soft
blister from
hands.
putting in a screw into your wall.
Does he have
Oh my God, that's pretty bad.
You have Scarlett O'Hara hands.
Well, it's much nicer to have
girl
someone touch you with
hands.
soft hands than I've got. Mine are tough, rough, working hands for my whole life.
Do my best.
Well,
in
in Gone with the Wind, Rhett
Michael
Butler got
looks
really
like a
mad at
freaking
Scarlett O'Hara
professional.
whenever he came back, and then he said, "Let me see your hands."
You know,
And he felt her hands. He was
I
like,
remember that.
"You've been working," and he was just really mad because she had to like, you know, bring her whole. She wanted
I try
to
to
recreate the whole world again, and like, you know, she had been working, so her hands were no longer the hands of a lady, but they were all rough and tough and like gross. And I remember watching that and was like, ooh, that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
If you can ever like
is
take
fun.
your time and watch it, it's
Gone
worth
with,
it.
Gone with
What
the
movie?
Wind.
Your
And I
little
carved it all
monkey
with
is
this.
so cute.
It's a
What
rig
is
for a
that?
house.
Great.
Like a.
It goes with this thing.
Okay.
It's so that he can.
And whatever this is,
Oh my gosh.
we don't use them. They came with the pot that we
Wow.
got to put the plant in. My brother gave them to me thinking that was really funny, but I just have them in a jar with my painting stuff.
My cougar is slowly turning
See, look,
the same color
they're
as
not
his.
red. They're just
Yeah, I don't
must
know
be the
why
water
mine
in
turned
Virginia.
red. Maybe it's the oxygen. Maybe it's the oxygen in this apartment.
Maybe
It's so
maybe those are the
toxic that.
potatoes that Matt Damon grew on Mars out of the poop. Yeah. Did you see The Martian?
Out of the poop.
Okay, that's why you're not getting what I'm saying.
What
You
do
should
mean
watch that movie. It's really cool.
You're
We'll see what
whatever the
happens.
potato tells you it's going to be.
Exactly. It's a journey.
I feel like
I kinda
everyone
did.
already knew what I was going to make. I was going to try to make a dog, but
I thought
you
maybe
all
it would be a
didn't
giraffe.
wanna-
That's why I said that. But I thought maybe it'll be a great.
That's what I was thinking
Oh, yeah.
because I had a really tall potato, but I figured that would be really hard to make stand up.
No, you just carve like a
feel
bush
like
or something in
this
between
guy.
their legs, like they're standing over a, you know what I mean, something natural. So fill in the space.
It really does smell like a potato.
Oddly,
Or
mine
a
doesn't smell like anything, like almost
Tater
nothing.
tot.
And my nose was pretty sensitive about stuff like that. Well, I'm serious.
Get your nose in that booty.
No one's ever had to say that before. No, sorry.
Oh gosh.
I knew you'd be the
so
nasty
hot
one,
in here.
Stephen.
I
I
need
knew.
to turn the AC on.
It's totally good.
When you're a medical
Yeah,
school
wow.
and see it all and hear it all, you know what?
I'm sure.
I almost fell out of the chair. That would have been bad. Take a seat and just go straight to the floor.
Oh, that's not good for your.
I've done that before
Coccyx.
though. Like I go to like lean back and I'm kind of doing like using my hand to feel where the chair is, but then I still put my full weight down and then my hand doesn't grab anything and I just go straight to the floor.
Then you get past the point of no return, and you're like, "Uh-oh."
I mean, it's
So
farewell world.
Mine looks kind of poopy.
I'm excited to see Eric's.
Eric,
Can I
Yeah.
use
I
this?
thought it
as
would be
something?
cute.
Eric made Zood.
But I messed up. I messed up, and so the ears had to change. It was originally going to be a bear, like a little teddy bear, and then I was like, oh no, I messed up on the ear. Like I messed up the ear, and so then it looked more like a monkey, and then I was like, well, that doesn't look right.
That would be-
And so then I was like, well, I guess it's a koala. So I made a little
I
koala.
love little koalas. They're so cute.
Like,
Oh, it's
so,
Oh,
it's
oh,
so dirty.
okay.
It's a little koala bear. It's
I
really
didn't even
gross.
think about leaving the skin on it
originally
like
I
that.
was gonna
That's
do that
cute.
and just shave it off of the
I'm
head
gonna-
and the front of the body and the hands. You know what I mean? Like a monkey looks like. But then I thought, well, then it won't be the right shape, so I didn't do that. Cute.
Mine has a little
sunbonnet.
helmet.
I just did it because like I don't ugh, the color is so gross. It's a little koala bear.
That one's
It's
cute
super
though.
cute.
Now we have to like upload the pictures and get people to vote.
Listen, mine automatically.
That's cute,
My
Steven.
penguin.
What are you talking about?
Ugh,
It's
That
supposed
is
to be like a
adorable.
little tie.
It does look like an
It
owl.
does look like an owl.
See,
Kind of looks like an owl,
more than a
yeah.
penguin.
There's a lot of kinds of penguins. You could just like say it's
It
some
is.
kind of penguin, you know?
He's
Owl.
Asian.
We'll just go with owl.
I just feel like this is like it completes her look.
It does. Makes it,
Yeah.
gives it a more
Yeah.
Japanese aesthetic. Or maybe it's not
Yeah.
Asian aesthetic.
Yes.
It's the hat. I can't remember what they call them, but it's the hat they wear
She
out
looks
in the
like-
rice fields to keep their head from getting sunburned.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna
exactly.
say.
What is that thing called?
That's
Oh,
what
I
it
can't
is.
remember.
Except for she's going out to pick potatoes.
You don't pick potatoes, you dig them, but that's okay.
This is-
You dig them.
You
She's
date
like-
them?
She's like,
You dig.
she's like, you dig?
Potatoes
Oh,
come out of the ground.
yeah.
You dig.
You dig.
They're a fibrous tube or whatever from the. Yeah, we won't go there.
Did I tell you guys the story of that like this past Thanksgiving my task was to make the mashed potatoes? And like I thought that would be extremely easy, but like the directions didn't inform me on a lot of things. So it said to peel them and then to boil them. So I just peeled huge potatoes and stuck them in a huge pot.
Oh, it didn't say
took-
dice them.
Yeah, it took a century to boil. It finally did boil them. And then it's like, now use your potato like masher. And I was like, what the heck is that? Once again, don't have internet at the farm, so it's not like I could do anything other than stare at the printed directions that I had in front of me. So I took a vodka bottle
That'll work.
and started smashing the potatoes. And then I wanted an interesting, so I put Greek yogurt in mine with chives, which was really, really,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Everyone said that it was their favorite dish, but I made so many that it lasted for 3 Thanksgiving dinners. We did Friendsgiving, my family's Thanksgiving, and then Steven brought the rest of it to
Wow.
his family for his Thanksgiving. So
I did.
portion size wise, I did
I
too
love
much.
Greek yogurt and stuff like that, and it's so. Potatoes
Yeah,
have a
they
lot of
can-
protein in, but there's so
Beef
much
and
starch in
army.
them too that that's why they're not so nutritious. Although they're really high in a couple of vitamins, I can't remember what they are. But when you put the Greek yogurt in, it adds so much more protein into it, so it makes it, for mashed potatoes, at least it's a little more nutritious for you too. And
I always make a sweet potato casserole with like not cashews.
there they go.
Pecans or walnuts.
Go ahead, Stephen.
A little bit of brown sugar,
Yeah.
maple syrup,
But
like
maple
all the
syrup
sugar.
is so good with that
It's so
as a
good.
sweetener for things like that. Oh, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to leave the skin on the potatoes sometimes
Mhm.
because it's more healthy and like I don't know.
I use
I'm
Yukon
a-
Golds for mashed potatoes, and it tastes really good.
But yeah, it makes sense to use
Right.
Greek yogurt instead of like milk. People would do that as it's a
Yeah, because
It's a
like in
good
the old days, I
substitution.
used to do butter and sour cream
You're
for
learning.
mashed potatoes and buttermilk. So, and it's really good, but you can do the same thing with Greek yogurt. Tastes good.
Well, I see that we are coming up to an hour and a half, and I'm afraid if we go
Okay.
over an hour and a half, it won't save. So, are we able to present all 4 of them at the same time here? This is my
Put
little
this on the
baby.
I think so.
Better like
She is. I feel like she can probably. I don't know which
My
direction.
little owl.
The potato ended right here, so that's why she has no snout.
You're cracking
Because I
me up.
couldn't go any further. So this
You're
is
darn cute.
her. This
There's
is
my monkey.
the best.
Got a nice little
This
butt.
is the best. This is her best angle. I love it though. All of y'all's look so cute.
I know they
Also,
actually
if
turned
you
out really
drum it, and then
good.
by the time it gets to you,
I
it'll have
love-
hair.
Oh gosh. Well, if you all want to send me a picture of your creations, I can post it on my
Okay.
story for people to see the final product.
Oh my god.
One of us could have done a screenshot of the 4 together.
There's all the words and stuff.
Yeah, but
and
then
we
there's
can't
Yeah,
see
but
yours
comments
that way
in
either.
front of it. Yeah, Eric, can
Oh,
you
that's
do the
right.
top of your
Cute.
screen?
It's so cute.
There you go.
That's
It turned out pretty cute.
I love that Michael's
I
has
draw,
titties
you
and a
know,
belly
I draw
button.
monkeys, little little monkeys with tails, with fairy wings on them. That's kind of one of my things that I draw, my silly stuff, and they always have that. 2 nipples and a belly button. They always have that. As they should, right?
Awesome.
As they should. As well
Uh-huh.
they should.
Well, I think this is a great point to end the live. I want to say thank you all for humoring my
No, it was very fun.
activity. This was a fun. I enjoyed it.
I've never carved a
Good.
potato.
This has
before,
been
so that's
Craft
kinda
Hour.
fun.
the craft hour.
Maybe next time it'll be soap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's do it out of soap
Okay.
next time. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to stay
Yeah.
connected and figure out another craft
I'll
night.
have to.
that
I'd
would be
sneeze
easy
like
for
crazy
us
if it
to
was
do.
soap. Well, I could probably
I
find some
agree.
soap or something. Yeah. Soap drives me crazy. All those fake fragrances like that.
Yeah,
oh my
I miss
God.
our little brunch talks. I miss seeing you guys.
Hang.
Awesome.
Have a fun
well,
night, everybody.
I will let you all go, and I will
Take care.
talk to you
Bye,
all
guys.
soon.
Love y'all.
Hugs and love.
Bye.
Bye, Curious.